business today is to rise and join together and show our respect to the flag of our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated.
It's got a good turnout this year, guys.
You had elections yesterday from early in the morning till middle of the evening. I'll ask Michelle to share with you the results of that election.
On the candidate ballots, Ricky Emery took it for selectman at 257. Town clerk. Town clerk is Heather Brown with 292. Tax collector treasurer is Lynn Boyle with 322. Alternate school board member was a write-in with Elizabeth Thompson with 13. Planning board member is Joseph Egan with 274. Budget committee is Joe Egan with 225. Neil Mickelvane with 196. Chad Pine with 189. And Deborah King with 235. Congratulations.
Before we get too much further along, I'll ask Alvina to come join us.
I have a presentation for Nevada of her years of service to this town. And I want to thank you so much.
Right up front, the seats up front. Yep. A couple singles in the
I
back.
have a presentation for Michelle Gay for her service to this town as well.
We're not done. We have some other deserving folks who need to be recognized.
Alvina? Switch on. Yep. Okay, good. This is the Spirit of Miracle Wood for you. And there's also one for Ada. For all the stuff they've done for the town.
Okay, for those who don't know me, and I'm starting to know more and more people as years go by, my name is Melvin Blake. I'm a migrant moderator who's come here from West Baldwin this evening. We will conduct this meeting by the rules of the Maine Moderator's Manual, which is a compilation of all the rules that have served towns for about 2 centuries in Maine. It worked. It rattles on for 28, 29 pages. You don't have to know it all by heart. The main thing to know is that if you wish to speak, get recognized by the moderator. That's me. Hold your hand in the air. Better yet, hold your card in the air. I may tell you why there. But stick on the subject of the article at hand. Be civilized. Don't say anything that would make your grandmother ashamed of you. And don't call anybody a rotten name, even if he really is. Let's keep it to the subject and not personal. Method of voting will be by cards. I'll say all those in favor, hold your card in the air. That keeps things from turning into a contest of which side can bellow the loudest. And it makes it easier for us up front to count. Let me see. I think that's all the preliminaries. Let's move along. I'll read the article. In in articles like Article 3, I'll read the legal part of the article itself. With your permission, I will not rattle through all of the numbers all the way down some of those lengthy articles. You can read them a whole lot better than I can, and it'll be more apparent as the evening goes on. But anyway, I'll read the article. It'll move things right along if somebody says so moved or something to that effect. And then somebody can second it, we can get right into the article. So let's try it with Article 2 to see if the town will vote to dispense with the checklist.
So moved.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Way in the back, I saw a hand go up.
Oh, I think he was talking to her.
Oh, somebody was just stretching. There are no discussion. All those in favor of Article 2 as read, raise your cards in the air. Those opposed? The article carries. Article 3, see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $863,597 for payroll and benefits. They hear a motion.
So moved.
Moved and seconded. Questions, comments, discussion? Here are none. All those in favor of the article? Okay. Yes, way in the back.
Mr. Moderator, would you ask the chair of the select board to confirm that the 5% increase in hourly wage will apply to the planning board secretary?
It should.
Thank you.
There are no asterisks. There's no asterisks in here saying anybody is not. So that's why it's.
Okay, hold on. I see a hand. I'll tell you why in a minute. It will be very helpful if you get recognized if you hold
To
your
get more ready
card
here.
because it's colorful.
I'm gonna have to go take a seat.
But lady in the white sweater, I recognize her.
The fact is that the dollar amount is different by $950, which is 5% of $19,000 even. And we cannot increase it, so we have to find a place to move it from.
I can answer that.
Joe?
The 19,000, Cynthia, is a cost not to exceed. And in previous years, Pam has not charged enough money to reach that amount. So that extra 5% will be covered in the amount that she generally charges for her services as secretary.
Now, did someone have a dollar motion to amend on any of these particular articles? Yes. Do you have it in writing?
Yes, I gave it to you.
Okay. Oh, there it is, okay.
Now, do you want me to come up?
Just speak right up.
Okay. I make a motion to amend the amount of Article 3, line block 5, deputy treasurer / tax collector / town clerk / registrar to $43,000 and to have the added requirement that the, quote, the treasurer, tax collector will have the sole authority to decide who is hired for the positions listed in line 5 and to conduct a 90-day review of the employee. If we reduce that $43,000 down to $43,000 from the $50,965, line 22 will be $616,297.
Second.
They moved and seconded.
And the reason why,
Being present at a budget meeting and a select board meeting, both indicated that that amount, that position would be up to $50,965. It does not state this. And the chair of the select board was one of the ones at the select board meeting that said that, as well as the budget committee.
Along the wall, yes.
it seems as though
that amendment is similar to what happened last year, where they're changing the purpose of the warrant. They're adding it, that adds in like responsibilities.
I was about to, I try to stick out and stay out of these things. I'm not a lawyer qualified to offer legal advice, and most of what I would offer is going to be wrong. But anyway, it appears that the line about treasurer and tax collector will have sole authority, etc., may be outside the scope of the overriding article. I would be careful with that. However, this is your town. You're allowed to do things right or make mistakes, and we will leave it to find out later. And I understand the point you made. The problem was solved right here at Brownfield rather than in court, which is a good thing. Anyway, is there any further discussion on the amendment as presented? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Not on the amendment as presented. I have another question.
Right now, we're dealing with this amendment, and we have to put that to bed one way or the other before we can go to another amendment or something else. Okay, are we ready to vote on the amendment?
Yes.
Okay, if I can have that.
As read.
Okay, the amendment is motion to amend the amount of Article 3, Line 5, Deputy Treasurer, Tax Collector, Town Clerk Register, to $43,000, and to add the requirement that Treasurer and Tax Collector will have the sole authority to decide who is hired for positions listed in Line 5, and to conduct a 90-day review of the employee, is it?
Yep.
Of the employee. All those in favor of the amendment as read? Okay. This will probably take twice. Those opposed? It's closed. I'm going to ask the clerks to do the count for me.
Tell them to make sure they put the card on.
Oh, and get your card right up high. All those in favor of the amendment?
So when are you gonna tell me this happened?
And those opposed, please hold your breath. You got it?
Nope, we have.
Oh, we haven't got it. All, let's get back to those in favor. I jumped the gun. And now, those opposed, please. It appears that those in favor of the amendment will prevail. We'll get back to Article 3 as amended. Is there any further discussion on Article 3 yet?
So some of these numbers look like they're more than 5% increases. For instance, 5% of 42,192, which is for the tax collector treasurer, is not, what, $18,000? That $60,000 should be 44,301. That's 5%. And then the same for many of these positions. The price or the rate increase far exceeds 5%. And I'm wondering why that could be.
At the budget committee, we went over all the surrounding areas for what the pay scale is. And if you're gonna get anybody good, that's what you're gonna have to be. You won't have anybody in there at the pay scale we have.
Okay, so I guess because it doesn't really say that it's more than 5%, it does seem confusing and not very clear. So, because it's a lot of positions.
Alvina, you have your hand up?
I was just going to explain that there were these few positions, the tax collector treasurer, town clerk registrar, and that deputy position, that the select board decided should be increased. And they did not, there is not a 5% raise in them, because they increased them outright, those three. And I believe there was one under the fire department, 20 members, went from 17,000 to 25,000, because there are potential of more employees, and the rate may change as far as the state's concerned. So those were the major changes that the board of selectmen did.
Right.
Okay, in the green top on the aisle. Yes, ma'am, that's you.
Me?
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
Please stand right up so we can hear you.
Green, blue. Was the same consideration taken for the public works and transfer station because they are significantly less than office staff?
The public works and work was all done 2 years ago, and they brought up to what today's schedule is for all the surrounding towns.
Every one of them made more than I did.
Yeah.
Way in the back.
Is that tax collector treasurer at $60,000 a brand new full-time job, A? And if so, that person at a brand new position is going to be paid greatly more than our prior folks doing similar work?
The question was, the tax collector treasurer is up for 60,000 bucks a year, and this is a new person, and is that okay?
Lynn works for the town now, and you just voted her in at this position. And when we discussed it with her, she got the job. This is the pay scale she wanted, and it's along with what everybody else in the state of Maine is getting for that job.
Way in the back. Yeah.
Which position of those three, I think I was confused, is brand new? Is it one of the $50,965? That's a brand new full-time job?
It's the deputy
The
tax collector, not the tax treasurer.
Yeah.
The new position that was created to help fill, or hoping to help fill vacancies and to help in the town office in both departments is the deputy treasurer, tax collector, town clerk, and registrar. So that would add a third person to the office to help with staffing. And they would be holding down 4 jobs.
Further questions, comments on Article 3? Hearing none, all,
I just have a quick question.
sure.
So, since we're adding another person, are we gonna make more time available for the office to be open to complete the business of the townspeople, registrations, paying taxes, that sort of thing? Or is there any adjustment on the hours of operation to make them standard?
Who would like to take that?
Yeah, what I hope is, I don't know about adding more
You need to
hours.
work that mic real close, it's not too sensitive.
I don't know about adding more hours, but we're hoping that with the third person, that anyone, like if they're sick or if they're on vacation or whatever, the office will still be open. Now, every time someone's out, it's closed because there's no one to take their place.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, before we leave Article 3, any further questions, comments? Hearing none, all those in favor of Article 3 as amended, please put your cards in the air. Those opposed? It appears that those in favor have it.